You are watching this video because you're tired of that super loopy rear end and you're super tall and you need a way longer top tube. If you've been watching my videos, I tell you everything about bikes, bike parts, from how they're made, what colors they come in, and a bunch of other questions that you didn't even know you had on your mind until now. So today we're gonna do an explain and review on the Cult Biggie Frame. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you leave me a comment below. If I didn't answer your question, leave me a question and I'll answer it for you and try to help you with the best buys. If you have social media, check me out on Instagram at Stack BMX Shop. We have a bunch of other content on there, not tutorials or anything like that. Completely different comedy, different events, stuff like that, but you might find it entertaining. All right, so let's get to this Cult Biggie Frame, give you all the information that you need to know about it. If you've been looking at this frame, you love Devin Smiley, you subscribe to his OnlyFans, you definitely need to get this bike because this thing is actually pretty sick. A lot of you guys have been riding a shorter rear end, 12.5, stuff like that. This kind of curved that problem because a lot of people didn't like how flinchy it was. They also added a few more sizes on the longer end on these frames and allow a lot bigger guys to have a bigger frame with a longer top tube. So let's get to it. I'm going to tell you everything about this bike, from what colors it comes in to how it's made and a bunch of other little features. So I like to start off from the front, head to the back. So starting off from the beginning, it does come in two different colors at the moment, but it always changes. So if you're wondering what color is available now, head over my site right there, or when it pops up, click that thing and it'll tell you what colors are available, what sizes, and you can purchase one and get you yourself on a new frame. So this one right now is available in white and raw. Raw is pretty much clear coated over the raw metal, and it just shows all the weld marks and everything like that. Sometimes it does have this little bit of cracking and stuff like that. That's just from moisture getting underneath. It's inevitable. Don't be a crybaby. That's the way it's supposed to look. It's definitely a patina. Yes, it does look pretty cool like this when it first comes, but naturally it's going to grow into something like that and kind of change as you chip it, stuff like that. So yeah, let's talk about the geometry, other stuff like that. This paint job is a flat white, like an eggshell. Looks pretty cool. Going to the front end, it's got an integrated headset. The top cup's a little bit shorter than the bottom. That's to stuff the fork up in there and make it look really nice. It's got a nice little head tube, kind of looks like a race style head tube on there. It's got this pretty ready to die sticker on here. It's also gyro compatible, so if you want to run gyro, you can put the gyro mounts right there. It's got the bottom and top gusset. On the bottom one, it doesn't have the Cult logo, but on the top one, it definitely does. On the top tube here, it has a Cult sticker here, and on the other side. This is a full chrome moly frame, so this thing's gonna hold up to any hardcore BMX riding that you'll ever do. Going to the seat clamp, it has an integrated seat clamp that actually looks like an integrated seat clamp, and it's just not a bolt and a stop welded back here to make it a seat clamp. The seat tube looks pretty normal. It's not machined or anything. The bottom bracket down here is an hourglass shape. Really hard to see because of the white. It is mid-bottom bracket, so any mid-bottom bracket will fit it. Most three-piece crinks will fit it. Going to the rear end, the seat stays are angled quite a bit. I look at the little things, so like this here angles quite a bit more than most of the other frames, and what that does is it actually makes you have to cut the tube a little bit longer and at an angle, and then it gives you more welding area right here. So see how the welding area comes all the way to the top tube, hits the seat tube, and almost connects in the back. So that gives you more welding area, makes the frame stronger and it's a lot stiffer. Going to the seat stay bridge, it has the Cult seat stay bridge right here stamped out. This is actually like a rough thing, so you can't grind this off or anything like that. You'll still see it. Going down to the dropouts are pretty nice and hollow. They have an integrated chain tensioner on there. So there's a little Allen head on the back right here. You can tighten up down here and it's gonna stick out. What I like about these is that the dropouts are invest casted, molded out of one piece of material, smashed down to make this shape. Then they're welded to the chain stays and the C stays, making the frame a lot stiffer, a lot stronger, making your dropouts harder to bend, and just makes the bike end up being way straighter when something's machined. Going to the brake mounts, it does have brake mounts on the bottom that are removable, and it does not come with the actual post. 99% of riders do not ride brakes anymore, so they tend not to sell the frames with the brake mounts or anything like that to lower the cost. So if you want brakes, it's gonna cost you more money because you got more accessories on it. So expect to buy brake posts if you're running brakes. Going to the chain stays wishbone down here, this is an invest casted wishbone, and this thing's pretty light. It's all cut out one piece. It's welded up, grinding down, made extra smooth. And I'm gonna have to flip this bike up so you can see this on the bottom of it. Look how sick it looks. Big cutout for those large 2.4 or bigger tires, and it's got this little bridge right here, and you really can't see it from the top. From the top, it looks super heavy duty, and it's actually a little bit thinner on the bottom, but it's still heavy duty. Another thing that this thing has is it has removable brake posts right here. So if you have a 990s, you can have a stop right here. You can remove it right here, and you're all set. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Cult Biggie frame. If you have any questions, leave them below, and if not, head over to stackbmx.com and pick yourself up one of these frames.